Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will continue our work on One Piece game right here. And in the last episode we have created the Gomu no Mi model, and in today's video we will import that model and we will just do some kind of scripting, do a little bit of scripting and set everything up so that we are ready to just continue the work within the next episodes, guys. Okay, with that being said, let's begin by creating two mesh parts. So right click on the workspace, insert object, and insert two mesh parts, guys. So we can only insert one. Just duplicate that one, and there we go. So call this one stem and call the other one handle, okay? And we're going to import our fruit model, which we have created within the last episode. If you have no idea on what I'm talking about, then go ahead and check out the last video, guys. All right, so tutorial. Wait, I'm just currently skimming through my folders. There we go. Now, I've imported the fruit model. Now I have to import the stem. Now we're going to put everything inside of a tool, and then we're good to go. There we go. Okay, yeah, so this thing's upside down. Make sure if your model looks like this, then make sure that double-sided is checked. Okay, so the model is upside down for whatever reason. There we go. So smooth plastic. Plastic, there we go. So this is our Gomu Fruit model. Let's shrink this down till it looks like this, and till it actually is able to fit in someone's hand. Okay, so this should be fine. Now, create a tool inside of your starter pack. Tool, tool, yeah. And make sure that, well, you can call it Gomu if you want to. Make sure that, it can be dropped as false if you want to. And, well, yeah. Now move those two parts inside of your tool and create a, right click on your handle or on your stem, doesn't actually matter, and then create a weld constraint and make sure that port 0 is the port you're attaching something onto. In this case, my intention was to attach the stem onto the fruit, okay? Therefore, port 0 is our fruit and port 1 is our stem, okay? Makes sense, hopefully, because you won't come to the idea that the fruit, so the bigger part, is attached to the stem. That doesn't even make sense if you think about it. Therefore, port 0 is our handle and port 1 is our stem. Okay. Make sure that both parts right here are can collide false if you want to, and that anchored is false, so that's important. So make sure that they are unanchored. And about that collision thing, well, it is up to you, but I recommend you to keep that false. Now let's equip this one and let's see how it looks like. And as you can see, it is upside down. We can adjust the tool by using Gomu's tool grip editor. There we go. So changing the mode with Z, and we have to rotate it. And there we go, guys. Okay. Now let's play this again. Let's see how it looks like now. Perfect. Very good. Now, let's create a local script inside of this one. Local script. And this one is going to be responsible to detect when we have clicked the fruit. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I'm ill. And yeah, so when we have clicked the tool, and it is just going to initiate the whole eating process. So we're going to play an animation, and then some values are going to change. We are going to receive the Gomu attacks, and so all of that stuff is going to happen. And before we actually move on to that, we have to deal with one major thing, which is inside of this data style right here. And this has to do with devil fruits. So wait. Stats. The only thing is that Wait. Okay. Yeah, so that's the way and how it works. Alright, so what we have to do is that guide. Wait. Okay, never mind this guide. Okay, so let's actually create some kind of category right here, so some kind of place in which we just create our default values, because all of these values right here, the creation process behind of it is a little bit more complicated. I hope that you guys have understood back then how this creation process right here works. So we're now just going to create a string value inside of the stats folder. EF name, devil fruit. EF value is nothing by default. Okay, so we are creating a string value, so basically just a new instance, which is a string value, and which is inside of the stats folder, and we call that string value devil fruit, okay? And the value on default is nothing, so you're going to spawn with no devil fruit at the beginning, which is, yeah, totally logical if you think about it. Now, that's the first thing, okay? Now, if we hit play, then we should receive this value inside of our data right here. No, inside of our stats folder. But wait, where does where does this data come from? Wait, okay, never mind the data. So we have this value right here. Let me see if it saves. So let me switch perspectives and let me go inside of the stats folder and let me change this del fruit to, you know, just some random characters at that point. Now let me stop this thing and let me see if it actually saves. So, you know, so this value is going to be pretty important for us. Okay, it does not save. Probably because, well, yeah, why? Why didn't it save? Well, never mind. We're just going to keep it anyway. So, this value right here is going to be important because it is going to represent what fruit the player has eaten, or what fruit or what devil fruit the player actually has. Okay, therefore we'll need this value, and this value is going to change when we eat a devil fruit. And if it changes, then certain adjustments are going to be made within the GUI, so that, for example, I don't know, a menu opens up with or showing you the attacks for your devil fruit, or you're just receiving some devil fruit attacks, you know. So those are just some examples on why this thing's so important. So what we have to do now is that we have to where is it? Wait, so we actually should consider creating a remote event instead of the replicated storage. Let's call this one the F. Let's refer to it first of all. So remote game get service replicated storage. Wait for child df. Now remote script parent equipped connect function. So if this thing has been equipped, so script parent stands for our tool right here. So if the tool has been equipped and script parent activated, connect function. So if it has been equipped and if it has been activated, means you have equipped it and you have clicked it, then we're going to move on. And in this case, we're going to fire over this remote event. And this one, eat fruit. And this one is just going to, you know, just initiate the whole eating process. So it is going to play an animation. Is going to change that devil fruit value, etc., etc. So that's basically what we're going to do. And yeah, so I have already made. I'm sorry, I'm nailed as I've already told you. So I have already made many devil fruit stat systems in the past. So maybe like 2 years ago or so. I didn't consider using my voice in those videos. I know. And well, I've made many videos on devil fruits. Okay, and if you cannot wait for the next episodes, then I suggest you to go out and check those out. So I can recommend you my Quake fruit tutorial, for example, because the tags in that were actually pretty decent. Okay, so if you go back like 2 years ago or so, then I've also made some devil fruit videos, but I have to admit that the quality of those devil fruits were not that good. I don't know why, so I didn't actually care about putting some quality into the videos and into the devil fruits, but I hope that this has changed now. Okay, so first line right here is going to be this remote, of course. So we are going to refer to the remote, and remote on server event means when the remote event has been fire servered. Then we want to, you know, just get to know the argument is there. So first argument is the player, which is automatically being just passed on to. So you do not need to put it inside of here or anything. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second one is our value right here, which we have passed. Okay, so eat fruit. Now, if val is eat fruit, then some certain things are going to happen, and I do not want to, you know, just continue this now and then just leave it when we are just, you know, when we are like in the middle of this whole thing. I suggest that I'm gonna end the video at this point, and then we are just going to move on in the next episode of this tutorial series, and then we are going to create the animation, we are going to change the value, and we are already going to start with the menu and all of that stuff, guys. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video with all of your friends, leave me feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next video, guys.